Well, good afternoon. I think it's noon, might be, when we're starting this video. Back at the New Hampshire farm site to start things out a little bit. No real plan. I'm just going to roam around a little bit. This is the old tractor barn here that unfortunately tumbled over early this spring. You can see a sleigh right there, still caught up in the roof. There's a couple sleighs in there, some wagons. Like I said, this place has been in the same family for over 200 years, so yeah, all this stuff's still here. And I hope we can preserve all this stuff. But time's a ticking. Another winter, I put some pressure on this, and who knows. But it did come down kind of gentle, so some of this stuff might still be okay. We can pick it apart carefully enough, and we'll see. All right, well, we're going to get to it. I think we're also going to have a bit of a compilation video, and we'll probably connect with Warren tomorrow and do another cornfield. And we'll see where we go from there. All right, well, hopefully we get some signals, and we'll dig some holes. Oh, I also wanted to mention I'm going to start releasing these on Friday mornings, so if you're looking for them, I've just sort of been putting them out whenever to save space on my phone and whatnot. But now I can just upload them and schedule them, so that works just as well. So, okay, let's go digging. Well, it's easy to tell yourself when you have a large property to search that you've been over all of it. So I'm always looking for new bits of ground here at the New Hampshire farm site that I have not been on yet. And I got a little 40 signal here. It's probably nothing, but not deep either. But out here with all the old junk cars and stuff, we'll dig it up and see what it is. Be right back. Yeah, well, sure. Big part of the reason this wasn't very deep is because there's a rock right there. So whatever it was, never got very deep. And I think we missed it a little bit here. What is it? Do I feel something there? Could this be more roots? All right, let me dig that, fish that out of there. Be right back. Ah, well, we found it. It's a clock gear. Of undetermined date. A little bit bent up. That's interesting. Usually the clock frames are the parts with all the information on them. I don't think this will have anything written on it. I'd be surprised, but yeah, first find of the day. Well, I should have shot a video of this when I found it, but figured I'd come back over now. I was over by the old barn that fell, that we talked about earlier, and I saw this in the ruins. Must have been upstairs in the loft, up where all the sleighs were. There's a marker down the road at the cemetery, very nearby, where he's listed. His name was actually Winkley. I don't know if he was named in life or later on, but it's possible he is or was buried here on the farm. But no telling how his marker got stuck up inside the barn. But yeah, interesting. And I also found the landowner's grandfather's old, I don't know, moose coat or whatever. I had seen this hanging in there before it fell, but unfortunately the weather got to it after the fact. But there are old photographs of him wearing something very similar to this when he was on a Canadian expedition. So could be. Trying to dry it out a little bit now. Take a better look at it. All right, back to the search here. All right, well, I haven't been doing very much detecting today. spent most of my time looking around the old fallen barn with the landowner. And some of the things she didn't realize were popping out of there, and just so much old stuff. We pulled out a pair of old horse blinders. Of course, there's the sleighs up in there, and a lot of other farm implements and machinery. Old wooden machines from the 19th century. Well, we got a little signal here. We're going to try this one. So hang on. All right, so what do we have in the plug here? This lily of the valley here. Not very deep at all. Where are you? All right, let's get a little scoop here. Try our shoot. Ah, we found it. There it is, right there. Bang, bang, shoot, shoot. Yep, typical. All right, we'll keep looking. And if we don't come back, we'll pick it up with the next search with Warren tomorrow morning. All right, well, I've been over this spot a million times. This is right about the same place where I found that nearly 100-year-old mercury dime on New Year's Eve. It was in 1925. One day shy of 100 when I found it. But this was a wispy little signal. I almost gave up. Got the plug out, and now I have a nice strong signal with a high number. So, no telling. Picking up my shovel. Can't have that. That's a one you gotta dig right there. And it's deep, so. All right, we're gonna fish around a little bit. Well, all filled in. That was disappointing. There are 2 large nails in there. I don't know how they combined to give me such a beautiful signal, but they did. Nothing else in there. They were definitely looking non-ferrous. Okay, well, all right, I'm just going to swing around this area a little bit longer, and we'll see if anything else pops up. Don't expect it will, but don't go away. More to come. Okay, well, I thought we were done at the New Hampshire farm site today. I came over here and talked to Ann, the owner, and we found that gravestone, and she's like, we should go put that in the carriage house. So we went over to the carriage house, which I'd never been in before, and we went upstairs, and in the back corner was this gigantic wooden box, and you'll see pictures or a video of that as well. But we haven't even scratched the surface. It is like 3 feet of bottles from top to bottom. And we started poking through, and this is what we came up with. Thought this was whiskey at first. It's tomato ketchup with a 3-piece mold. Look at that. That's something else. There's a Braddock rye whiskey. Beautiful little extract here with its label. When I used to collect bottles and dig them, this was a rare bottle to find without a label. The great Dr. Kilmer's Swamp Root. And this has 2 of the labels anyway. I guess that was all the labels because that has embossing on that side. But Spanish olives, a very neat little blobby top, spirits of camphor with a drippy lip. Up there you can see where the glass dripped down. Some local pharmacist bottles, which are really neat. Some of the dates are the early 20s, early to late 1920s. Diogen, another product. This one is really neat right here. Hoyt's German Cologne gives you the price for all the different sizes you can get. out of Lowell, Mass. Really neat little graphic there and funny little label with some style to it. 2 different witch hazels, which are neat. One which is local to here. They pasted over an older label, the original label, and then if you look at the side of it, it tells you where the product originated from, but they rebranded it. Another one there, another local druggist. This amazing little redware jug. You can see, whoop, there we go. See how tiny that thing is. Can't tell if it has any marks. I don't see any marks. Some old lamp parts, some shaker boxes, a little cutlery. We have a ginger ale with the label. Walsh's No. 4 whiskey out of Boston. A big whiskey bottle here. I think it might be a 3-piece mold as well. More pharmaceutical stuff. Yeah, and a whole bunch of case gins from the Netherlands. And we carried it all down in this really neat old biscuit box. So there you go. To wrap up our visit to the farm today. All right. Well, thank you, Ann.
You're welcome.
Yeah, it was. We're going to go back through there very soon and safely pick the rest of it apart. We need to bring some better lighting up there, though.
More boxes.
And more boxes. All right. Stay tuned. All right, our second day. Starting it here at a somewhat famous farm in central New Hampshire, which was featured on a national TV program, their dairy farm. Got New Hampshire Fish and Game out here this morning, releasing some pheasants. It's pheasant season. Got their boxes full of birds over there. And it's probably one of the biologists. I have my orange hat on. I thought it was going to be a warden for a second, but anyway, yeah, this beautiful farm here. Fields upon fields upon fields. There's so many fields. Sorry for the shoddy camera work, but yeah, this has public access, a lot of hiking trails and whatnot. And we're out here with Warren again this morning. And I came up finally with a decent signal. Let's see if we can find it again here with the manticore, Jolene. Let's see. I completely zoomed in. There we go. It's early in the morning for me. 89, 90. Potential. Let's dig it up. Let's see what we got. All right. We've got the plug out here, and it is right here somewhere. So let's see if we got it loose or not. Probably not, knowing me. I'm usually a multiple digger. Takes me a few scoops to get anything. Warren's over here. Morning, sir.
Morning.
All right, let's see here. Try that scoop. See what we got going on. That might have done it. No, it's still there. I may have just moved it. Oh, there we go. I see something right there. You see that? Let's get it in the sun. Looks like we may have a coin or a button. But with that number, I'm thinking coin. And it's a little bent up. So we have an oldie here. Well, that's interesting. That's a George Washington clad quarter. Oh my goodness, I've never found one of those before. That's exciting. Why were you so green and good looking, George? It's a state quarter. Oh well. You never know what you're going to find. Looks like Rhode Island, the ocean state. There you go. All right, let's keep looking. Yeah, we're just metal detecting.
Okay. Is that what all the trucks are?
No, there's a soil survey going on over there too. We thought maybe it was archaeology.
Gotcha. Yeah, I know. I saw them digging those.
Yeah. And I think some of the other cars might be for the construction crew. I'm not sure.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, there's a lot of cars.
Yeah, we saw you releasing the birds, so I'm
Yeah.
flying all over the place.
Yeah, around 2 o'clock there will be people here hunting. Probably.
Yeah, maybe we'll get out of here before then.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's a big area, luckily, so you can spread out.
Yeah.
Find anything cool?
Not yet. I found a, modern quarter that I thought was an old one, but
okay.
So it got me going for a second.
Yeah, there you go. Nice.
We find a lot of good stuff though, but not here today so far.
Yeah, well, hey, nice day to be out.
Yeah, it is beautiful.
Take care.
You too. Well, got a high tone here. Just about to break for lunch, and I get this. Crossed the road. It's been pretty quiet. Right about there. We got Warren with us. So let's see what we got here. Still in there? I haven't heard it with the pinpointer yet, so might be kind of deep. I don't know. We have to swing that again. No, it should be out. I don't know why, but my pinpointer doesn't really like picking stuff up in this manure-infested soil. It is on. It is working. Where'd you go, friend? You heard that, right? The detector told me it was in here.
Come back a little bit.
Oh, there we go. There we go. I'm going to move this to my little sheet here. Did I get it? I did not get it. There we go. Abe. Mr. Lincoln. All right. Are you old or are you new? You're probably new. A lot of people walk their dogs along here, so I wouldn't be surprised if it's modern. No, 1961. In 1961, so it's a copper one anyway. Memorial, but okay. All right, same farm, different field. Beautiful old looking field here. Old rocks over there, apple tree. Little farm road came up to this. Belongs to the same farm, so let's pop this out. We're thinking Abe. Yep, there's Abe. Once again, how old are you going to be, Abe? Are you a wheatie? Yep, it's a wheatie. At least something old for a change. All right, let's see if we can get a date off of it real quick. Not sure it's going to happen for me. Well, I don't know. Well, we're going to give up on this for now. If it's really, really old, we'll come back and show it to you. What a massive and beautiful thing that is. We found a beautiful place here. right behind this nest is a cellar hole. Right over in there. I suspect it's been picked over, but it's a beautiful day and a beautiful place, so we're happy to be here. All right, nothing ventured, nothing gained. We've never been detecting here. It was fun. It was a beautiful day. We found a really nice spot up there. I think you've probably seen the nests that we had on the trees, but pretty amazing stuff. Heading back to the car, and I have another high tone, so we might as well live dig it. It's got an interesting shape here. 88, that's sort of quartery, so yeah. All right, I'm gonna hand this over to Warren. All right, Warren's got the camera. The wind's whipping. Yeah. Try to get behind it. I think we got it loose anyway. Still there. One thing I love about digging these farm fields is you don't have to be niche at all, really. All right, I think we're getting close here. I think we've moved it. My goodness, where are you, friend? Well, this is a mystery to me. Let's try this again. Ah, we found it. There it is. Wah, wah, wah. What is it? This might be better than that. It's a buckle. Okay. That's a nice buckle. There you go. Iron tongue on it. Big brass or copper. Yeah, being high like that, it must have been copper. I think I can see some wear marks on it too. Right about there. It's got an interesting shape to it. It's a little thinner at the top. So, okay, new find of the day maybe. I found a copper chain link sort of thing earlier. Maybe I'll include a picture of that, but that's about all we had. All right, well, that's going to wrap this video, and maybe I'll just throw some photos up for anything somewhat interesting at the end. All right, thank you. All right, just when you think you're done, Warren went home. I'm at a field very close to the other one, just for a few more minutes. A decent 78 to 81, something like that. Could just be a, something like a Lincoln penny or something, but we'll dig it. All right, well, it is out of the hole now. I didn't even have to touch it. It was just popped out and was sitting there. That is well over pinpointer deep. Probably about 3 more inches than a pinpointer. And here it is. We have ourselves a colonial shoe buckle frame. Just the frame. Colonial era shoe buckle frame, I should say. They used these up until the early part of the 19th century. We know what it is because we can see the little pin terminals, little thick spots along the long edge. When you get the smaller ones that have pin terminals on the the short edge, you know, it's a knee buckle, but this is a shoe buckle, bent out of shape, but it's not broken. I don't see any design on it. He's had all kinds of fancy designs. This is a pretty basic one. There may be a little bit of, yeah, I can see a little machining along there, little check marks. Well, if that cleans up real nice, we'll put a picture in the wrap up. All right, well, that was worth an extra few minutes to come over here.
Oh yes, now let's take it home. That's all.
I said.